Hey Virgo, how you doing? This is your July Sun, Moon, Rising, and Cross Watchers. If you're here, actually, Cross Watchers. If you'd like to hit a like and let me know if you'd like me to do specific cross watching videos for each of the signs. It may be a lot easier to decipher the energy if we have something a little more specific. Now, Virgo, let's get into you. I pulled 5 cards to see what was going on, and wow, Virgo, wow, you are coming into change. And very quickly, we have the 8 of Wands. This is very swift movement. This is almost overnight. I feel like you've been in a stasis at the moment. You've kind of been blocked off to this change. You haven't been getting the message that this change is coming through. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. You were sort of, I feel like you were like, what's coming? I can feel something's coming, but nothing's coming. My life's not changing. I feel like I'm stuck in a rut. The people around you sort of were just kind of pissing you off lately. I feel like everyone's sort of just picking at you and you're just getting into unnecessary, not fights per se. They don't have to be. It can just be that you're frustrated by the people around you because you're feeling so stuck. The Wheel of Fortune came up next. This is the card of change. This is new karmic cycles. This is the wheel turning, and it's turning in your favor. This was due for you. This isn't an accident. This is your next karmic cycle. This is your blessings coming in, basically. And the world's come up, which is telling me this was divinely guided for you, and it's going to be so much bigger than you even can imagine, which is probably why you're blocked to it. I'm hearing that you might have micromanaged what was coming in for you, and it needed to come in this way. Otherwise, your brain would have taken over and you would have gone in a path that wasn't correct for you. Now, while we're here, I'm seeing Taurus energy, I'm seeing Leo energy. There's a lot of fire, so you may be dealing with a Sagittarius, Leo as well, and Aries as well. What else have we got? I think that's it for the signs so far. Definitely some Taurus energy out here. Let's get some clarification on what change is coming in. I just keep hearing rut, like you felt like you were stuck in a rut, but at the same time you have this, your intuition was telling you that there's change coming. You just even weren't sure which way to go with it. Like I know change is coming. I know I've got to make it happen. King of Swords has come up. This is telling me that this may lead to big change. Sometimes comes with unrest, but it's not going to be at your expense. You are going to be cutting things out from your life that are no longer serving you. But I think this is going to be almost a relief for you, Virgo. You've wanted to make these changes, have almost felt too fearful to make these changes, but you do enjoy change. I think you just weren't sure what change to make because you felt so stuck and you almost felt blocked off to any guidance, any spiritual guidance from your angels or from the universe. I feel like this just wasn't coming. 3 minutes in, Virgo, and we've hit some crazy good news. If any of this is resonating for you, Virgo, hit like. If you are new, welcome. Welcome. If you're returning, I am so happy to see your face again, and I love this energy exchange. Thank you. Now we have the 5 of Swords. You're going to win this battle. That's what I'm hearing. You are definitely going to win this battle. This is for a group of you. There is a battle going on. That's probably what that King of Swords is, to cut stuff out. Don't feel nervous because, we forgot a card. Not taking it though because it didn't come out. Battle might have been too aggressive of a word. He has cut people out though. They're walking away. But he's happy about it. So I feel like these people, it's not so much a loss for you. I almost feel like it's part of this quarreling that was sort of coming up and the frustration. They sort of didn't have a place in your life, is what I'm hearing. I'm also getting the sense that confusion is going to be lifted. I feel like you've been a little cloudy in your head lately, and that's going to start going. I'm getting awakening. So either you're leveling up spiritually or you are spiritually awakening. Okay, what has come next? See, this is a new beginning. This is a leap of faith, and done quite passionately too. And I feel like for some of you, there's going to be a job change. There's definitely change coming in, but I also feel like this is around career. I feel like you're sort of sneaking out of your job almost, like, I'm going to leave, and you're not telling a lot of people. You're sort of just making that move. I feel like you don't want it to be that dramatic. You just want to move on and get on with your life. I feel like you want to make this as quick and as clean as possible. There is just so much change and so much abundance I'm seeing. We're going to go one more from this deck, and we're going to flick on to another deck. It's here. Speaking of abundance, the 9 of Pentacles comes up. 9 Pentacles, that's pretty high up in tarot. That is, the 8, I didn't even see this one drop out. The 8 of Swords have come up, and that speaks to the feeling blocked and the not seeing, but this is coming off. This blindfold, this bondage, it's coming off, and you are going to see clearly, you're going to hear clearly, your messages are coming in, and you're going to be using them wisely. And that's what's going to create that 9 of Pentacles. That's 1 pentacle away from your life being exactly where you want it to be. That's pretty big. That is pretty big. I feel so in this deck, the 9 of Pentacles has come up as well. There is some definite earth energy going on here, but there's also a real satisfaction in knowing who you are, where you're supposed to be. And that's what all you needed, Virgo, was to know what to do, where to do it, where do I sign up to make your life become what you need it to be. Some of you will be breaking up with a partner. I don't feel like it goes two ways there. Some of you, this is a long time coming, and it's just putting it's that sword coming down. I feel like this is a both party thing though. Both party, you and the other party, are okay with this. We have the Knight of Pentacles. That's your final pentacle coming in, and I feel like it's love for some of you, and that is coming. The Knight on top of that card, he's got his stick thingy drawn, and he's ready to come in. So I feel like energetically you're bringing this person in with your with this new activation that you're getting, this new cycle. Yeah, so we've got the 7 of Swords. You're walking away from a situation. The 7 of Swords, and it come up earlier, in the right away is usually someone tiptoeing away and they're not trying to make a sound. In this deck, the 8 Coins Tarot, she's very sure of herself. This is the decision to make, and that's how this energy is going to feel for you, Virgo. It's not going to be a back and forth. Should I? Shouldn't I? You know exactly where you need to go, and you've felt these big changes coming in, is what I'm hearing. I feel like you haven't been yourself for a while, and I feel like the people around you may have realized this. It's because you were going within during this time. You may not even realize it. I feel like a lot of you were healing on the astral during dream time. You may be feeling quite exhausted at the moment. There was a lot going on for you that you were unaware of. This healing has opened your chakras in such a way that you are now manifesting at a new rate altogether. So be wary of your thoughts. Make sure you're always thinking, not always thinking positive. You've got to go through your emotions and stuff, but words are spells. Be careful what you're putting out there is what I'm hearing. So if you're like, I'm always really bad at this, or this never comes to me, or I never find love, it's those words, the I never. Change them up to I am love. I do this to the best of my ability, you know, new ways of saying things, new ways of expressing things. Don't be, Virgo, you have a real tendency, you are your own worst critic. You don't see sometimes how amazing you are and all the amazing things you do, and you tend to get really down on yourself because you have such high expectations of yourself, which makes you the best person you can be, but also sometimes you've got to be gentle with yourself, is what Spirit is saying. Be gentle with you, especially during this growth period. Strength. And this is who you are, Virgo. This is your strength. You didn't get to where you are now because you didn't, to get to where you are now, to come out of this as the Nine of Pentacles. It's your strength that's got you there, and pat yourself on the back for that. The Nine of Cups, you are right there. Nine of Cups and Nine of Pentacles, you are almost at completion once this shift comes in, or it may have already come in for you. Wheel of Fortune's come up again, along with the Eight of Cups. So this is walking away from something to move on to something even better. This may be love for some of you. You may already have someone that you have your eye on, and when this change comes in, it's sort of going to draw them closer. It's going to energetically charge you to want to move towards them. And the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like this person was really fated to be in your world. What else do we have? What do Virgo need to know for July? Okay. There's a need for balance around money. So I don't know, it could be just before this situation comes in, or it could be once it comes in and you're feeling abundant, to make sure you're giving back just as much as you're getting. Although, and that's traditional, this person's got their purse out and the money's just pouring in. So I feel like this is just more abundance for you, Virgo. There may be a pay rise for some, or a job opportunity with a much better pay rate, because what you reap, you will sow. So remember, be wary of that thoughts. Be wary of what's going on in your mind. Speak your dreams into existence. I am abundant. I have everything I need financially. My bank account is full. Be careful of words like I'm broke. I can't afford that. Just, I mean, we obviously some things we can't afford, but you say, you know, that's for a later date, or you've got to be really wary. I feel like you've leveled up to such a point spiritually without, and for some people this is way beyond even your knowledge that this is happening, because your soul is doing this work, but it is there, and your level of manifesting, it has skyrocketed, I am hearing, which is an amazing thing. Use it to your advantage, Virgo. Queen of Swords. Clarity. Clarity, thoughts. We're going back into those thoughts. I know I'm harping on, but this is your opportunity. I want you to use it for everything that it should be for you, because you're so deserving, is what I'm hearing. I don't normally pull for love, but let's do this for you. Let's, in the general reads anyway, if it comes out, it comes out, and that's what we talk about. I usually do a little thing at the end and you'll see. But let's, I want to, there's so much abundance here, and so much happiness. I'm kind of a bit nosy, Virgo. Let's find out. We have fast moving abundance. Again, we have fast moving in general. It's the Eight of Wands. And it come up earlier. It is coming in overnight. But can we find out about love for Virgo for July 2019, please? Love for Virgo, July 2019. Oh, I love this card. This is the card of foundations. This is the card of celebrations around like a long-term partner. So whatever this situation is, if it's with someone you're already with or someone you may meet, this is a long-term thing. The foundation is going to be strong. Sometimes it can mean the twin flame card too, because in the Rider-Waite, and I don't have a copy of it here, it's the 4 posts, which a lot of people refer to as 1111. So you energetically may be pulling, if some of you have been doing meditations, especially twin flame meditations, you may be pulling them in. The Fool, it's something new, an opportunity. I feel like you may be hot property this month, Virgo. Enjoy that. Enjoy that. If that's what you'd like to do, if that's where you'd like to go, enjoy that. Be wary though. Be wary of putting your heart out there. But at the same time, this is new. This is exciting. You deserve this. Go with your intuition. It's going to be opening so much for you in the next. I'm hearing the new moon is going to really open you up. So you can make whatever decision you like because you can trust that it's coming from a guided place is what I'm hearing. We're just going to pull an extra card on the Fool and this 4 of Wands, which is telling me you're either energetically pulling in that twin flame situation for people in separation. I feel like you will be coming back together and you will have both got to a level, and if you're leveling up, your person's leveling up, make that known. The Lover's card. Do you know how rarely this comes out in this deck? Like, I'm talking never. Enjoy. This person, I feel like it's someone you may know. For some of you, it's new. It's the Fool. Oh, I'm throwing them around. That's the excitement. I'm so excited for you. For some of them, it's a Fool. It's new. But for others, it's something that already has a foundation, even if it's rocky. But also, these lovers are statues. They've been in that place of holding each other for a very long time. Anything else from this deck? Okay. The Adjudication card come up. So for some of you, this may be something you make legal. And for others, be wary not to, especially if you have a person coming back, be careful not to judge them with old eyes. Okay. Virgo. Now, at the end of my readings, even though they're not based on love, I love to love. So I always jump into the Romance Angel deck and I pull for singles, couples, and couples in separation, because why not end on love? Start on love, middle on love, just love, love, love. Okay. Sorry, that was a bit violent. Okay, singles. We have, this could be the one. You have already met the romantic partner you seek, singles. That is, wow, Virgo, I love this. I love this. Change, love, abundance. Oh, I want to be a Virgo now. Okay, couples. There we go, that's our card. Passion. Why am I reading it upside down? Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. All this new change is really going to ignite the fires in your relationship. When you're happy, it bleeds out onto everyone. Here's our separation card. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So maybe try, if you're in separation, maybe try to disconnect from your partner for a little bit so you can, I don't mean physically disconnect, but disconnect from what they're doing, so that you can focus on them. The quicker you do what you need to do, the quicker this is all going to end. Separation. There's also a couple there getting married. I feel like this is a long-term goal. There's a lot of wedding belly type of energy up in this reading, Virgo. That makes me a little bit excited. Now, because you are opening up so much, especially spiritually, I want to pull from the Work Your Light Oracle. I feel like they're the light workers out there need a little pick-me-up, a little guidance. These energies that have been coming in since April, they've been a bit heavy, and they're just finishing up their manifestations. And can I have a card for Virgo, please? There we go. We got 2. Your guidance is divinely guided. That's Akasha from the Akashic Records. And energy upgrades and a new way of being, and integration, awakening. Energy upgrades, that's exactly what I was talking about, Virgo. It is coming in for you, and it is going to show in your physical world in the most beautiful of ways. Thank you so much for watching, Virgo. I'll see you all next week. Enjoy and have hope.